There's something they don't want you to know, something hidden in plain sight, yet dismissed as harmless. Alcohol. For centuries, it has been woven into human culture, rituals, celebrations, and even sacred ceremonies. But what if I told you that alcohol is more than just a drink? What if its true purpose was never about relaxation, but separation, a tool designed to sever your connection to higher consciousness? The ancient alchemists knew this secret. The word alcohol itself comes from the Arabic alcohol, meaning body-eating spirit. Mystics and sages warned that drinking didn't just cloud the mind. It left the soul vulnerable, opening the gates for lower vibrational entities to latch onto the energy field. And yet, in modern society, alcohol is everywhere. It's normalized, encouraged, even glorified. But why? Who benefits from a world where people remain spiritually disconnected, energetically weakened, and trapped in lower states of consciousness? Think about it. How many people drink to escape their emotions, silence their inner voice, or numb their intuition? What if those very instincts were trying to wake them up? This isn't about morality, nor is it a lecture about sobriety. This is about understanding the hidden effects alcohol has on your vibration, your mind, and your spiritual journey. Because once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why alcohol has been keeping you from tapping into your true power. Throughout history, alcohol has been deeply intertwined with human culture. Ancient civilizations used it in rituals, offerings, and social bonding, believing it had divine properties. The Greeks dedicated wine to Dionysus, while the Norse honored Odin with mead. However, while alcohol was seen as a gift from the gods, it was also viewed as a double-edged sword, one that could either elevate or corrupt the soul. Many spiritual traditions, from Buddhism to Sufism, warned against its excessive use, recognizing its ability to cloud judgment and weaken spiritual awareness. In esoteric teachings, alcohol is considered a spirit not just in name, but in essence. Some occult scholars claim it acts as a barrier between the physical and the higher realms, making individuals more susceptible to lower vibrations. This is why ancient mystery schools often restricted initiates from consuming intoxicants before performing sacred rites. The idea was simple. One cannot access higher knowledge while under the influence of substances that impair consciousness. Even today, spiritual practitioners who follow paths like yoga, meditation, and Hermeticism often abstain from alcohol to maintain clarity and energetic balance. On a scientific level, alcohol alters brain chemistry, reducing activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for rational thought and higher reasoning. It enhances impulsivity while dulling awareness, making it easier to fall into a lower state of being. Many who experience lucid dreams, astral projection, or deep meditation notice that alcohol disrupts these states, limiting their ability to access higher consciousness. If the goal of spiritual growth is expansion, then alcohol, in many ways, serves as a tool for contraction, narrowing perception, dulling awareness, and anchoring one to the material world. While some argue that alcohol can be used as a tool for celebration and relaxation, the real question is, at what cost? If consciousness is the key to manifestation and spiritual evolution, does it make sense to dull it? The answer to this depends on personal choice. But ancient wisdom repeatedly suggests that those seeking higher realms of existence must first free themselves from what binds them to lower states. And this brings us to an even deeper understanding: the origins of alcohol itself and why it carries a name that hints at its hidden nature. Words carry power, and the origins of alcohol reveal more than most realize. The word itself is derived from the Arabic term alcohol, which referred to a fine, black powder used as an eye cosmetic in the Middle East. However, alchemists later adopted the term to describe the spirit or essence extracted through the process of distillation. Over time, the word evolved, and in Western languages, alcohol came to mean the intoxicating substance we know today. But the real mystery lies in the deeper meaning behind the term and its connection to esoteric wisdom. Ancient alchemists viewed alcohol as a spirit that removes the essence of the body. Some even believed it extracts the soul, a concept that aligns with many spiritual warnings about its effects. It was considered a tool of separation, a substance that dislodged the connection between the physical and the spiritual self. This might explain why alcohol is often associated with altered states, loss of control, and, in extreme cases, possession. In many occult traditions, the idea of negative entities attaching to intoxicated individuals is not just metaphorical, but literal. When consciousness is weakened, external energies can more easily influence one's mind and behavior. This also connects to the concept of spiritual vampirism, where lower frequency energies feed off a person's weakened state. When alcohol is consumed in excess, it often results in memory loss, erratic behavior, and a lack of self-awareness, all symptoms that suggest a loss of personal sovereignty. Have you ever noticed how alcohol can make people act out of character? Some experience extreme euphoria, others rage, while some descend into sadness or recklessness. It's as if the drink strips away layers of self-control, leaving the person vulnerable to external influences, whether emotional, psychological, or even metaphysical. If alcohol was named after a substance linked to extraction and separation, what does that say about its impact on our consciousness? Could it be that alcohol, rather than loosening us up, is actually disconnecting us from our higher selves? This brings us to its deeper energetic effects, beyond just the mind and body, but on the very frequency and vibration of our being. Everything in existence carries vibrational energy, including you. Your body isn't just flesh and bones. It's an energetic system, surrounded by an aura, which acts as both a shield and a transmitter of frequencies. When your aura is strong, you feel aligned, centered, and mentally clear. But when it weakens, you may feel drained, anxious, or even susceptible to external influences. And alcohol? It's one of the fastest ways to punch holes in your energy field. Imagine your aura as a protective force field. Under normal circumstances, it keeps negative energies at bay, filtering the vibrations you come into contact with. But alcohol lowers this energetic defense, creating leaks in your field. These leaks can allow lower vibrational entities to attach themselves to you. Have you ever noticed that excessive drinking often leads to mood swings, irrational thoughts, or even aggressive behavior? Many spiritual traditions believe this is because, in a weakened state, you are more easily influenced by external forces, both seen and unseen. This is why ancient shamans and mystics warned against reckless intoxication. In many indigenous traditions, alcohol was viewed as a false spirit, something that deceives the mind and lowers one's spiritual frequency. Some even believe that alcohol could make a person temporarily lose control of their soul, leaving them vulnerable to manipulation. Think about how many poor decisions are made under the influence: regrets, violence, accidents. It's as if the person becomes a different version of themselves, disconnected from their true essence. If everything is energy, then what does alcohol do to your personal frequency? If your energy field is damaged, your manifestations weaken, your intuition dulls, and your ability to attract positive experiences diminishes. But what's even more concerning is how alcohol affects the body's spiritual centers. Your chakras are the energetic centers of your body, acting like gateways between the physical and spiritual realms. Each chakra governs a different aspect of your existence: your emotions, intuition, willpower, and connection to higher states of consciousness. When they are balanced, you feel harmonious, clear-minded, and spiritually aligned. But alcohol? It throws this system into chaos. Alcohol primarily overstimulates the lower chakras, specifically the root chakra, which governs survival, pleasure, and base instincts. This is why alcohol often leads to impulsive decisions, aggression, and excessive indulgence in sensory pleasures. It creates an illusion of confidence, but simultaneously weakens higher faculties, like wisdom and intuition. Have you ever wondered why people under the influence seem to act purely on instinct and emotion, rather than reason and foresight? Their energy has been pulled downward, away from higher awareness. The most significant impact is on the crown chakra, the energy center that connects you to higher consciousness, intuition, and divine guidance. When balanced, this chakra allows for spiritual clarity, deep insights, and an awareness of the greater interconnectedness of life. But alcohol blocks this channel, severing your ability to access higher states of awareness. This is why many spiritual traditions, from Buddhism to Sufism, warn against intoxication, it doesn't just cloud the mind, it disconnects the soul from its highest potential. The effect isn't just temporary. Frequent alcohol consumption can disrupt your vibrational frequency over time, making it harder to access states of deep meditation, manifestation, and spiritual insight. It creates a cycle where the body craves pleasure, but the soul feels lost. This isn't just mysticism. Science is beginning to confirm that alcohol alters brainwave states, shifting consciousness into lower vibrational patterns. But what if you could reverse this? What if you could reclaim your energy field and restore your spiritual power? For centuries, both scientists and mystics have issued warnings about the effects of alcohol, not just on the body, but on the mind and spirit. In modern science, alcohol is classified as a neurotoxin, disrupting neurotransmitters and dulling cognitive function. It impairs decision-making, lowers inhibitions, and diminishes self-awareness. But what if the real danger goes beyond just the brain? Esoteric traditions view alcohol as a spiritual disruptor, one that weakens the aura and makes an individual susceptible to external influences. Rudolf Steiner, a philosopher and mystic, believed that alcohol disrupts the etheric body, which serves as a bridge between the physical self and higher dimensions. He claimed that consuming alcohol essentially loosens the soul, making it easier for outside energies, both positive and negative, to influence a person's thoughts and actions. This aligns with the belief in many ancient traditions that excessive alcohol consumption opens spiritual gateways, but not necessarily to higher realms. Even in modern psychology, there's an eerie parallel. Alcohol has been shown to alter personality, making people act in ways they normally wouldn't. Have you ever seen someone transform after a few drinks, becoming aggressive, reckless, or even speaking in a way that seems out of character? This isn't just chemical. Many spiritual traditions suggest that lower vibrational entities feed off these altered states, using them to influence people's behavior. This might explain why alcohol has been historically linked to violence, regretful actions, and loss of control. Different cultures have had conflicting views on alcohol. Some considered it a sacred substance, used in rituals and religious ceremonies. Others warned that it was a tool of spiritual enslavement, disconnecting individuals from their higher selves. In ancient Egypt, priests refrained from alcohol because they believed it dulled their connection to higher wisdom. The same was true in many mystical schools, from early Christian ascetics to Buddhist monks, who saw sobriety as essential for spiritual clarity. Even in Christianity, the role of alcohol is paradoxical. While Jesus turned water into wine, early Christian mystics viewed excessive drinking as a path to temptation and loss of divine connection. Many religious texts speak of spirits influencing the mind through intoxication, a belief that aligns with the esoteric idea that alcohol allows outside forces to attach to one's energy field. In contrast, indigenous cultures like the Native Americans and certain shamanic traditions viewed alcohol as a European weapon, one that weakened the spiritual and mental fortitude of their people. In Islam, alcohol is outright forbidden, with the Quran referring to it as an abomination of Satan's handiwork, 5 hours 90 minutes. Sufi mystics, known for their deep spiritual practices, emphasize sobriety as a way to attain divine ecstasy without external substances. The idea is that true spiritual awakening comes from within, not through temporary intoxication. Interestingly, many ancient monasteries and mystical orders held similar beliefs, that intoxicants disrupted inner alchemy, preventing individuals from reaching their highest potential. These religious and historical warnings point to something deeper, an awareness that alcohol is not just a physical substance but an energetic disruptor. If alcohol has been severing our connection to higher realms, then the obvious question is, how do we reverse its effects? The answer lies in energy purification, spiritual discipline, and conscious realignment. The first step is detoxification, not just physically, but energetically. Abstaining from alcohol allows the aura to repair itself, preventing further energy leaks. But true spiritual healing requires more than just quitting. It demands intentional practices to restore vibrational alignment. One of the most powerful tools for recovery is meditation and breath work. Techniques like pranayama, alternate nostril breathing, and deep diaphragmatic breathing help clear stagnant energy and rebuild the natural energetic shield of the body. Sound healing. with frequencies like 432 Hz and 528 Hz, can also help restore spiritual harmony, realigning your vibration with higher consciousness. Many who have given up alcohol report that their intuition strengthens, their dreams become more vivid, and their ability to manifest rapidly improves. Ancient traditions also emphasized fasting and purification rituals. In many mystical schools, fasting was not about physical health alone, but about cleansing the mind and spirit. Even modern neuroscience supports this idea. Fasting resets neurotransmitters, restoring mental clarity and emotional balance. Beyond fasting, spiritual baths with salt, herbs, and essential oils can be used to cleanse the energetic body from residual toxins, further removing spiritual blockages. The path to spiritual liberation is about reclaiming control over your energy. It's about breaking free from artificial states of mind and returning to natural alignment with the universe. If you've ever felt that alcohol was dulling your awareness, now you understand why. Will you continue to see alcohol as just a harmless indulgence, or will you recognize it for what it truly is, a barrier between you and your highest self? The choice is always yours. But make no mistake, every sip either strengthens or weakens your connection to the universe. How often have you felt drained, anxious, or lost after drinking? How many times have you ignored your intuition, only to regret it later? Your energy is sacred, your consciousness is powerful, and your awareness is your greatest shield. If you want to elevate your vibration, reclaim your spiritual sovereignty, and step into your highest potential, then protecting your energy must become non-negotiable. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Because once you understand how alcohol affects your frequency, you can make an informed decision, one that aligns with who you truly are, rather than who the world wants you to be. If this video opened your eyes, don't stop here. Subscribe to The Lost Frequency and turn on notifications. We explore the knowledge they don't want you to have. The truth is out there, but only if you're willing to see it.